Hi there, guys. I'm Mary McGloin. I'm one of the creators of Tech Buddies, and I want to say Happy International Women's Day and Happy Women's History Month. So, what I'm doing here this month is I've been interviewing women in film and women in tech about their experiences and what it's like working in a typically male-dominated field. And I'm going to be posting the videos of these interviews over the rest of the month of March. And I thought, well, if I'm asking people these questions, I should probably answer them myself because I'm also a woman in film and a woman in tech, and I can answer these as well. So, um, my name and my job title is, well, I'm Mary McGloin. I am showrunner and lead actor in Tech Buddies and co-creator of it. I'm a producer, actor, and writer. I have directed, but I didn't direct Tech Buddies. I had a wonderful director named Kathleen Davison, and an all-female crew on that project. And my job in tech is that I am a senior quality assurance engineer. So, what got me into tech or film or both? Well, film, I started acting when I was a kid, mostly in theater, indie film, and student film, some TV, some more major productions as well. I have a BA in dramatic arts. I have an MFA in classical acting. And I made my first film in 2014. It was the pilot of a web series called Lines and Asides that I directed and produced and acted in and wrote. And that was Trial by Fire. And then in tech, I was living in San Francisco and I was temping, and I got sent to like many, many startups. And one startup, one day I was there for to be the receptionist for the day. And at the end of the day, the engineers were like, "Oh, would you come back and help us out in engineering on Monday?" And I was like, "Sure." And they're like, "Can you be more excited about it?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, that'd be awesome." So I came back that Monday, and they just kept throwing things at me. They're like, "We want to convert this HTML to XML. Can you proofread it for us?" And I did that. And then like 2 hours later, I was like, "So I'm done with that. What's next?" And they were like, "Well, that was supposed to take you 2 weeks. You're already done." I said, "Yeah." So they just kept throwing stuff at me. And then they kept talking about this female engineer that worked there, but she was like out integrating with another company. They're like, "You're gonna love her." And she came back and she was awesome. And she asked me to help her out with stuff. And then one day she pulled me aside and she was like, uh, she explained the software development process there to me, and then asked me to explain it back to her, which I did. And then she's like, "I want you to be our QA person." And I was like, "What does that mean?" She was like, "Don't worry about it. I'll teach you, but you're going to have to pass this like more technical, scary interview with the big boss." And those all went well. And I ended up getting the job, and it was really building a QA department from the ground up because we were using an Excel spreadsheet to track bugs there. It was a small company. And I called a friend up who had been working in QA for a long time, and he gave me the name of issue management tracking system, and I got sent to a training on how to use that, and that really solidified my understanding of the software development process. And I set up that for the company, and then that was sort of my trial by fire entry into the world of tech. And I've worked most exclusively in startups until 5 years ago when I started working in a corporate setting. So, how has your experience been as a woman in a male dominated field? This is hard to answer because it's varied widely from place to place. In the startup world, which is more of where I've spent my time, it was kind of like the Wild West. And, a lot would depend on whether or not there was an HR department there or not. And I mean, in general, the culture is not like, it's not like horribly bad or something, but it's like people who aren't used to being around women very often, who maybe don't know how to talk or say things at times that you're like, it's not appropriate. but I've had very few instances of things that were really, really bad, like stereotypically bad things. For the most part, I've worked with wonderful people who just maybe had odd ways of communicating at times. And yeah, it can be intimidating walking into a room as the only woman in there, or having to, in QA, you have to tell people what's wrong with their code and get them to fix it. And that doesn't always go over well with people who are used to being told that they're rock stars and that they know everything. But, once they get to know you, it's kind of like then you all kind of become on the same field. Um, have I noticed a difference since the hashtag Me Too in terms of women in the workplace? Well, yes, in the sense that people seem to be more aware of things and things get more talked about or more attention, but there's still issues that go on, like it's usually more subtle things or more like unconscious bias things, maybe some gaslighting type things. But I think the awareness is there, and there is a difference between, again, startup world and corporate world. um, so I'd say we cracked open something, but we still need to do a lot of work in that arena. And that's across tech and film, and probably all industries. These are just the ones I'm familiar with. What would I say to girls and women interested in tech or film or both? You can do it. Just do it. Go do it. You don't need a background in it. I didn't have a background in it. As I said, I have a BA in drama and a MFA in classical acting. What you do need is a desire and a willingness to learn and to pick up anything. Um, be able to say, I don't know, but I'm going to figure that out, kind of thing. And just like try not to be intimidated. If it's your dream and it's something you want to do, just go do it. You can always take classes in technical things online, or if somebody was trying to get into, say, QA specifically, I would say find a startup. And if you can't get in as a junior QA, I would try getting in as a customer service or tech support. There's a lot of crossover, or can be crossover, from tech support to quality assurance, and a lot of it is just a willingness to learn and really get gritty in what the product is, how it's supposed to function, and to try to think like the customer. And but the biggest thing is, like, you can do this. You're smart enough. You're motivated enough. You will make it happen. You can do it. I have every confidence in you. You can do whatever you want. Anything I want to say that I didn't ask myself? Well, no, I think that's all. But I hope you enjoy the videos I put up. And then if you haven't seen the episodes of Tech Buddies that are up, they're also up on a different playlist on this channel. And, please like, comment, and share, and enjoy Women's History Month. Happy belated International Women's Day. And I hope you're safe out there and happy. Take care.